Recent out-of-control fires, tornadoes, and floods are whipping up storm-chasing scammers. Steve Bernas of the Better Business Bureau is here with what to watch out for before you sign or pay for cleanup crews that show up at your door. Steve.
That's right, Angela. The Better Business Bureau urges consumers to get prepared for the turbulent spring weather that will be upon us soon. As you know, it happens every single year. It's a perennial problem in the early spring as we shift from winter to spring. And we'll see a lot of scammers come out of the woodwork and what we call storm chasers, who go from town to town after disaster strikes and trying to capitalize on the misfortune of what happens to consumers. So it's important to remember to have a list of contractors ahead of time that you trust and know before the emergency strikes. This way you're better prepared to do the research now. But always do research on organizations prior to doing business with them, and be careful of door-to-door contractors. While they may be legitimate, you still have to do the research and get 2 or 3 bids. Unfortunately, during these spring storms, these the storm chasers come from out of town, and they kind of give you all these high-pressure tactics and signing papers without really having time to think about it. So we want consumers to be careful so they don't fall victim to these types of scams that happens all the time. We receive complaints all across the country on fly-by-night, storm chasers, and we want consumers to be prepared in some way. So basically what you do is make sure you do the research on the organization before signing a contract with them. Make sure they have, insurance, licensing, and things of that nature. And be careful of storm chasers, out-of-town contractors soliciting business in your area. Make sure you do the due diligence on them. And more importantly, always contact your insurance company to make sure that they are aware of this, and they may provide some assistance as well who to use. And resist high-pressure sales. Always, with storm chasers, there's always a high pressure. You got to sign. You can't think about it, or you won't get this deal. So please check out these companies with the Better Business Bureau, and make sure you have some contractors ahead of time that you know and trust. I'm Steve Bernas, President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.